Sorry for the delay. A little bit longer than I thought. And I have an extra roll of tape now, just in case I run out. Let me get right into this thing. Case 2 of Star Trek Discovery. Still sponsored by Blowout Cards. So the first case was, Now that one's out of the way, we got a little bit more room. Where's our... And we got the same case topper, CT2, yep. Same case topper as the first one. Okay. Now I'm curious, in our first case, we had boxes 3 and 4. There's box 7. And then we also, remember there's 6,000 boxes. We also had box, yeah, this is 599 something. I can't, the sticker's in the way. The wrapper, I mean. 5995. So these two cases look like they were probably 32. Together off the line. Definitely some similarities in the numbers. There's a low 4000s, and I can't see what that number says because it's got a sticker on it. The wrapper. Damn it, I keep saying sticker. Okay. Let's see if we can... Do you still hear echoing? Oh, okay. So you mean I sound so good you gotta hear me twice? There's our first autograph. I do not believe we got that person in the first case, so that's always good. Mix it up a little bit. Here's our character card. Again, they are some sort of plastic. And they're not rigid cards. They do flex. You know, I wonder when Rittenhouse puts a set together, what, you know, they determine should or should not go into a set. And what I mean by that is, for instance, there's no sketches in this set. I think this is a relic, and it is RC6, so it's Doug Jones. This is the plain patch, which again, if it's no different than the others, that'll be it's, the name on it's a pretty light font, so it's camera's having trouble picking it up. So you do it this way. So anyway, on the relics, you have the Delta patch. So each card, except I think it was only the last card, RC12. There's only one version of it. It showed all of them having 4 different versions, and yeah, I'm not sure why one's more rare than the other, but they all seem to have the same levels to them, where the Delta pattern, you got a 37% chance of getting that. Then the striped version and the plain patch, like that one, were 25%. And then to finish it off, there was a ribbed version, and that one was, whatever the difference is, 13%, I think. There's autograph number 2. Artwork card. You know, I'm actually, with some of the other breaks going on, or ones that we're trying to fill, I am actually shocked that the X-Files break. And I'm not talking about that huge, the one from Rittenhouse. Unfortunately, that didn't fill. But the upper deck one has not even come close to filling. Okay, this is the bordered version of Jeremy Crittenden. There it goes. And Ronnie Rowe Jr. I hope that the James Bond set that got pushed back a month will be as well received. I will be putting in for a break of that too. Somebody asked me, actually about 4 people asked me. I don't know if either of you were one of them. Once it got pushed back, I kind of was taking a minute to see if they were going to put any more information out there, because I was seeing conflicting information about the number of parallels that there were going to be but some of the breaks that I put in for it doesn't look like they're going to fill. I guess not, you know, only one person asked for it, so it didn't get a whole lot of interest. But the X-Files, another case of Outlander. Somebody asked for Rick and Morty season 1 to tide them over until season 2 comes out. So it doesn't look like any of those are going to fill. Well, the one nice thing with Rittenhouse, and this is, I'm only talking about the autographs, because the card sets themselves, I didn't get in. The base sets, they confused me. Like, they would have subsets. So when they would release James Bond, there'd be like 3 movie subsets, but they all had different rarities, and the cards looked different. I wasn't feeling it. So, but the autographs, the one thing I like about Rittenhouse is they keep the autographs a similar style, so that way, you know, if they put out Star Trek Discovery Season 2, you know, your sets will be consistent. The Game of Thrones is a perfect example. And I enjoy the movies, but again, I didn't have any interest to collect anything. The only thing that gets confusing about Game of Thrones is, since I've opened up so many different seasons of it all at once recently, you know, season 1, I've never opened season 2 and 3, but then 4, 5, 6, and 7, since the base cards all look the same, it's hard for me to, you know, remember where I put what, and I got to kind of keep the extra cards separate in case I ever open more. I want to try and make sets out of them. I do regret not getting the binders, though. That's the only thing. I don't know why I didn't. And now some of those older binders are going to be impossible to get, at least cheaply. I saw somebody selling season 1 binders. They were like $200, I think. I'll have to see. Maybe Blowout or even Rittenhouse still has binders. I currently just have all my sets in shoe boxes, you know, like the 2-row kind. But it takes up a lot of shelf space for those boxes when I could put them in a binder and put them on my real bookshelf. It's not so hard for me because I don't collect, for the base, you know, season sets, I don't collect any autographs, just base and inserts and the foils. I don't do the golds either. So except for, you know, the like the relics, which are, you know, pretty expensive, or season 1 shadow box, which I don't like them, but I put them on my want list. But if I don't get them, I won't care. I don't think they're very well made. The glue comes out of the sides of the cards. But the Dragon Glass relic, that's a pretty cool card. Now, out of, I don't know how many cases I opened. That was season 4 or 5. I only ever pulled one of those. Yeah, I tried to make it originally where I was going to have at least one base set of everything that I've ever opened, you know, group break wise. Obviously, if it's for my own personal collection, I'll definitely have a base set. But then I had a full rack of just sets. And I was like, for what? You know, I've got a set of something I don't even like. I did it again. Bring that back. Alright, 2 autographs. Who'd we get? We got him in the first case. David Benjamin Tomlinson. Oh, come on. And the same duel. I know it's the more common duel, but geez. Cut us some slack. Maybe that means we'll get another, yeah, well, that's a pretty good duel to get. Especially only out of 3 boxes. Autograph number 1. I forgot to mention another break that I'll be putting in for, which is one of the few sports, since nobody else will do them. I was asked to do Donruss soccer, so we're going to give that a shot. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. I haven't, in the however many cases of World Cup I've opened, I have not had much luck. But if anybody's interested in that. I also had posed a question about doing wacky packages, because I'm actually going to set up a table at the Philly show, and I'm going to do a break there. So this feels like a relic. They focus on Garbage Pail Kids and wacky packages a lot, so I figured I could try and do a break of that. Now, what card is this? Because this feels like leather. Okay, this is RC12, which there's only one card of this. And the piece, it's, you know, again, I don't know if it's latex or leather or vinyl, but it's definitely not just fabric. Yeah, I have a, I'm a little knowledgeable about soccer. I try. My son knows a whole lot more than I do, but, you know, I'll watch Premier League on the weekends, and we watch MLS. Nobody else seems to want to run soccer breaks. There's our second autograph. The only problem with the Garbage Pail Kids and Wacky packages is I'm looking at the product itself and the breakdown. And if you're not a collector, I don't see how you, I don't know how it's profitable. I mean, if I buy a case of it, I don't see how I could make my money back. What is my favorite set to collect? Probably Game of Thrones. I mean, I collect, there's nothing in particular. It's just something that if I just like the set, you know. Even if it's a show I like, I don't necessarily collect it. You know, I mean, I've got Sleepy Hollow because the first season of that I thought was one of the best type of fantasy science fiction shows ever made. You know, broadcast TV. So I've got a good portion of that. Yeah, Game of Thrones. So I've got most of the base and foil sets, and I got a good portion of the whole run of base and inserts for that. You know, the stuff that I do the group breaks of, you know, there's certain sets that I just like the look of, so, you know, I'll try and do them. Like, I like Star Wars Evolution I liked. Thought that was a fun, nice looking set. Sarah Mitic, got this one in the first case. And we got this one in the first case, I believe. Yeah, Terry Serpico. Probably the only way to really tell what I liked is I'd have to go find my want list. Yeah, a couple of the Star Wars sets I liked. Some of the CW, you know, the Cryptozoic DC CW sets, because I like Flash, so I kept those. Never watched Arrow except the crossovers. Legends of Tomorrow, I did that one. Supergirl, I did that one. Trying to remember. Some of the Upper Deck Marvel movie sets. I mean, I couldn't. What was the one? Avengers? No, I'm sorry. Infinity War. That one was just too complicated. I didn't bother with that one. But you know, I did like Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok was an awesome movie, so that was worth keeping a set of. After that, I guess it'd be some of the older sets. Oh, it's bawdy. Uh-oh, did you get a new YouTube account? It always used to say Life with Bawdy or something like that. Now it's got your actual name there. I got my 95 Marvel Metal set. Yeah, well, I kind of figured that. I'm just saying, the last time you were on, your account name, it said Life with Bawdy. Well, that's what it's always said up until today, as far as I can remember. He'd be the guy. He'd be the guy to ask. What's your favorite Star Wars set, Bawdy? Just noticed this card's got a big dent in it. I'll put this one off to the side. Hopefully I won't be short that card to make a set. If you like the program, it's a cool set. You know, it's typical Rittenhouse. It's well-made cards. I think this is our third relic already. RC10 plain patch. I almost thought there wasn't anything there. Tell you what, I'll agree with you on 40th. I don't open up any sports anymore except for a little bit of soccer. But your list there, I'll agree with you. Star Wars 40th is good. I mean, the Journey set's okay, but it's played out. They do it every damn time, and how many times are you going to get cards for the same set, basically? Now they're going to do. So now they're going to do Journey to Episode 9 and basically redo the first, 100 cards again. With 15 parallels. I will say though that when I did geez, I can't even talk. When I did Journey to Force Awakens, I think it was the white parallel. I actually liked the white parallel. I thought that one looked pretty cool. But I mean, white, orange, purple, blue, green. It's just Topps goes way too much. It's like Panini Prism products. There's 500 different parallels. So I'm okay with a couple of parallels. Like when you do, one easy parallel, if it's, one per pack, one per 2 packs. Say do one easy, one medium, one hard. Call it a day. Now, what they should do is when they put out these Star Wars sets, because they do Series 1 and Series 2, is drop the Journey, do Series 1 where it's all character cards, you know, no information about the movie since they're afraid to give you spoilers. And then after the movie comes out, maybe right before a DVD release, you put out Series 2, which is actual synopsis of the movie. And you're done. Alright, here's our Doug Jones again. And our Malik Pancholi. Well, like I said, his card is unlimited. It's pretty much a guarantee he's in every case. Because they didn't... He's the only one that doesn't have a rarity designation. And they did that with... oh, geez. Tony Way, was it? I forget who the one guy was in Game of Thrones. I feel like that's who it was. And it was a guarantee you were getting it. Just like with Hobbit. You were pretty much guaranteed to get, what was it? You're going to get Peggy Nesbitt or Mary Nesbitt in every case. I mean, hey, you got to have fillers. There's our autograph already. And we got that person in the first case. Oh, they were sisters? I thought it was mother-daughter because the age, it looked like a huge age difference. Yeah, I just assumed that it was, yeah, it's been so long since I opened it, but one of the dwarves was a Nesbit. I just thought that it was his wife and daughter. But the brother wasn't as easy to get. The same thing, you know. When we were opening up all that Walking Dead autograph collection, it wouldn't be a case if you didn't pull who was it, Olivia and Tamiel. Of course, we also did pull Negan out of every case. So, but since he seems to be a pretty good signer for Topps for Walking Dead, I hope he'll sign for that Cryptozoic set for Watchmen. Well, that happens with a lot of Topps products. They did, well, no, go, next time you're on Blowout, look up, it's called CZX, Superheroes and Supervillains. They had like just a preview of a picture, and there's like 2 promo cards. But all the artists that are doing sketches for it, they've already announced, like Cryptozoic let them already do their commissions now, and it's gonna follow the DC movie universe from the last 10-12 years now. From I don't know if it's Dark Knight again, because since Dark Knight was on had Topps, I don't know how that works, but it was going backwards. You know, it's Suicide Squad, Justice League, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Watchmen, Green Lantern. And then there was definitely like Dark Knight Rises. I can't remember how many movies there are, but you know, there's a good amount. But yes, with Topps in general, is that the Star Wars stuff has the manufactured hits, but I was going to say is Walking Dead did it too. I don't know if they were only in the blasters, but they had those manufactured relics in there that they counted as hits. But the thing is, with the medallions, you know, or patches or whatever with Star Wars, once in a while they actually put out a really nice looking one. Was it Last Jedi? Which one was the black one where the medallions were like kind of a gold color? They were really nice. Here's another Terry Serpico, but it's a different version. Well, I don't know which one of you guys said it, but apparently you can get more than one duel in a case. So there's Jason Isaacs and Jane Brooke. So that's a welcome surprise. Bawdy, do you remember which Star Wars product had the medallions were the black cards with and the medallion inside was kind of a gold color? Might have been like Last Jedi Series 1. Whichever one it was, those were really nice looking. Well, Chris, you'll be able to see. Tell you what, you look at the last couple of Star Wars breaks, especially Star Wars Galaxy that just came out. The set itself is great. It's really nice artwork. parallels suck because it's all they do is change this little tiny logo in the corner. But we get killed on the autographs every time, but the sketches make up for it. So, I know what you mean. Unless you're getting into Stellar, where you're guaranteed on what you're getting is autographs. After a while, all the different products kind of just blend together to me. It was actually funny though with the with that Star Wars Galaxy set, we actually pulled a Tom Kenny numbered out of 5, which was actually a good autograph. But you know, none of the big names. You know, I haven't heard anything. I wonder if Upper Deck is going to put out a Marvel premiere this year. What did you pull a Mark Hamill in, Bawdy? I mean, it's got to be 2017 or earlier. In early 2017, because he wasn't in the later 2017 products, I believe. Second autograph. I just want to pull a Harrison Ford autograph. Never pulled one. Pulled everybody else but. Well, Chris, you'll probably, by the end of this year, I bet you'll be able to get a Ford autograph for under $750. Because they're putting out Stellar 3, so unless he's not in Stellar 3, at least they're supposed to put it out. It was in that that presentation they did. You can already get one for below $1,000. Or you could go for an Ender's Game autograph. They're a lot cheaper. When did I pull a Luke auto? The last one that I pulled would have been 2017 High Tech. We pulled the Cyan proof card, which was really neat, so it made him look like he was one of the, ghosts. Chris Ubi, bleh. Oh, does that have a little bit? Oh no, it's just a speck on there. This case is blowing away. Case 1. 2 duals. Now we got ourselves a Wilson. Well, for Ender's Game, I have heard of people buying, I don't know how much cases are at. I know cases were really cheap. But, you know, I've heard of people, you know, buying 10 cases to try and pull a Ford because it's cheaper than just buying one outright. Well, the only problem with some of the videos, Bawdy, was that when I was on Ustream, and I don't remember when I made the switch, sometimes the video would not upload to YouTube. It wouldn't let me. So, Ustream had changed their whole system up where after 30 days, your video, unless you had paid for a premium service, your video was gone. I can tell you that I'm sure I still have the picture of it. Because like I said, I saved every picture I have ever done a break of. Now, if you go and look on Blowout cards, as long as it was done after I switched from Photo Bucket to Imager, you'll be able to see it on there. If it was before the switch, then you probably won't be able to see the image, but I still have it on my computer. Tell you what, Bawdy, are you on Facebook? Autograph number 1. Autograph number 2, back to back. I don't know if you heard me, Bawdy, but if you're on Facebook, I just made a group this past weekend. So go do a search on Facebook for iFish73. You should come up to the group. Ask to join it. Just tell me you're your Bawdy. I'll know who you are. And then just post in there that you want to see that picture, because the 2017 high tech, like I said, you can look and see if it's on Blowout. I honestly I don't know. When this video is done, when I'm done opening these cases, before I shut off the video, if you're still on, I will do a quick search on Blowout and see if the images are still there. If they are, then you can just see them from there. If they're not, like I said, join that group and then just post in there that you're looking for, you want to see those the high-tech images, and then I can put the whole bunch of them up in a photo album or however the hell you do it on Facebook. I'm not much of a Facebook person. That's why it took me so long to make this group. The Chrome Legacy. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I am really not impressed with what Topps is going to try and pump out. I think I called it iFish 73 Breaks and Mail Service. I think that's what I called it. I don't even know what I called my own damn site. But like I said, first I would go to Blowout Cards. That's a lot easier. Yeah, there's probably a lot of Ian Fishers in the world, so I know I don't have any profile picture, I don't have any posts. All I have is that group. Hold on once, let me just finish taping this up. I thought you could just search by group, but it's called iFish 73 Breaks and Mail Service. Yeah. All right, here's Rekha Sharma. And Harry Judge number 2. I didn't even want to make a personal profile, but apparently you have to. You can't just... I thought I could just make a group. No such luck. I don't know how active his group is, but on Blowout, there's a guy on there, Varga Man, and he, I know he has a Facebook group for Star Wars only that he talks about a lot. Oh, now you got me curious now. What do you mean no matches? Oh, I didn't put. 2017 high tech. Nice, I'm just curious with that. And yeah, the pictures are on that one. Couldn't tell you which break it was. We did, for the high tech, we did a lot of breaks. But yeah, you go to Blowout and look up, search iFish 73. I don't know if you have to log in to search. That's the only thing. I'm always logged in, but the pictures are definitely still there. So they must be on Imager. Matter of fact, my Imager thing is public, so I think anybody could go and look up iFish 73 on Imager and see all my folders. So you could even go in there and see them. That was a lot of fun. I think I opened up 16 cases of high tech. Pulled Adam Driver, a couple of Daisy Ridleys, a couple of Carrie Fishers, the one Mark Hamill, a couple of Boyegas. I think did we do an Anthony Daniels from there? I know we got a Kenny Baker from that high tech. We got pulled off topic a little bit there, though, with the Star Wars Chrome. Yeah, everything's iFish 73. I use that same name everywhere. So if you go anywhere and you see iFish 73, it's almost, chances are it's me. But what I was really disappointed in when I saw that presentation from Topps was that let's just say it's already April, okay? We're only a couple of days off. They had like 6 different releases that they're going to pump out in 8 months. I mean, that's one every month and a half. Less than a month and a half. You just can't support that. Topps is making up on not having football and basketball anymore. It says baseball and Star Wars, then Walking Dead. Do I like Star Trek? I don't collect. Actually, no. You know what? I did collect Star Trek Beyond because I like that movie. But I do not have any of the other Star Trek sets. I mean, I've watched all the shows. I enjoyed them. I watched, well, not live. I mean, I watched the originals in rerun. I watched Next Generation. Watched a little bit of Deep Space Nine, a little bit of Voyager. I didn't watch the Scott Bakula one at all. That was just called Enterprise, right? Definitely seen all the movies. Even the crappy ones. Even the one where they had to save the whales. I might have actually seen the first Star Trek in the theater. I'm not sure. I was too young. I don't remember exactly what movies I saw in the theater and not. Like, I know I didn't see Star Wars. I didn't see A New Hope in the theater. I saw Empire Strikes Back on in the theater. Star Trek, yeah, can't remember if I saw the first one in the theater, but I know for a fact I've seen every other one in the theater after that. Up until recently. Now I just have to wait till they come on video. What, Star Trek 3? Or was it 3? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 3, because one was Voyager, or whatever they call that for Voyager, with the bald chick. 2 was Khan, because then Spock died at the end of Khan. And then, yeah, 3 is when he comes back and they gotta go save the whales. Oh, that one's 4? Okay, see, I get them mixed up already. So then was 5 Psylocke? Was that his name? Spock's brother? Then they had the crossover where it was they put together the original and the Next Generation. That movie was bad. David Benjamin Tomlinson. This is a different version. Same guy. That's a new one. Who's this? Bonnie Jordan. Little thing at the bottom there. I'm not sure what that is. Undiscovered Country. That's the one with Spock's brother, right? Where he has to go find because he's going to go talk to God, but it turns out it's not God. It's just some alien. Oh man, I've got them all mixed up, don't I? So it was 6 the one where they were accused of killing the diplomat guy. Like I said, it's kind of they're all a blur right now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought they did a good job in the one where they actually where they had the assassination and they turned off the gravity and the blood was like just kind of floating in there in little bubbles. Here's our mirror card number 4. Stamets. Autograph. Now with the newer movies, I didn't think Into Darkness was that bad of a movie. Like a lot of people said it wasn't good, but I don't know. I like what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch. So maybe I was biased to just liking the movie from the get-go. But I really like Star Trek Beyond. Out of the new movies, I'll call them, I like that one the best. I thought they had already started recasting, like they were going to reboot again. Now that Chris Pine is in the Wonder Woman movies. Oh, that's definitely true. The second case is better. Would you say that the Wilson and the Green are equal cards? I don't know if the rarity levels of the two of them. Obviously, getting that second duel is huge. There was our second autograph. I really hope that for Star Trek Beyond, I don't know how many archive boxes they have left, but if Blowout ever puts that archive box on sale again, when that thing was $1,000, that is a bargain and a half. The star power that you get in that box, autograph-wise. Hey, what's up there, EJ? Oh, did you really? Smart man, smart man. Yeah, I figured that the Wilson and the Green are both the same level. I just didn't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously Green signed for Walking Dead a bunch. I don't know how much Wilson has ever signed in the past. When they put them on sale for $1,000, didn't they? At least that's what I remember. I don't know if they were ever any cheaper. Yeah, okay, good. I did not misremember that. In that archive box, you've got Pines in it, Saldana's in it. There's 2 Carl Urbans. There's Zachary Quinto's in it. I think you get 2 Sophia Batellas. Yeah, well, you don't get the 2 rare relics, and you don't get the Simon Pegg autograph in the archive box. But I think you get. I did it. Damn it! I did it again. Hold on. All right, we got ourselves a double here. Matter of fact, we just got this in the last box. Here's Bonnie Morgan again. And who do we get here? Here's a different Rekha Sharma. So she has at least 3 in this set. Because I thought the 2 that we got in the first case were both full bleed. And the one that we got earlier in this case I thought was full bleed. You also get the archive exclusive was the 7-piece wardrobe card. And I think there was an exclusive checkoff pin in the box, I think. But I mean, no matter what, that's like I said, that is a bargain and a half at $1,000. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and there was another Justin Lin. Yeah, printing plates are a given. Autograph number 1. I do miss the old archive boxes though, where they put everything in them. That was before they started doing the printing plates. Back like in 06, 07, 08, those archive boxes. Captain's collection. You got all 5 captains, didn't you, in that archive box? I know we opened one of them. It's like Shatner, Bakula, I can't even remember all their names. Cisco, whatever his real name is. You know, I was surprised. I tried to do. I want to say it was Justin that asked for it. I'm not sure, but he had asked to try one of the old They had Star Trek Next Generation archive box that was on sale, and I thought that was a good value, but couldn't get it to fill. Not even close. I mean, Jean-Luc Picard is not a young man. He might be in good health, but he is an old dude. So there's our second autograph. Is it on the website? I didn't look at the website to see if they put one up for sale. The thing with these archive boxes is it's hard to price them right off the bat. So I know a lot of times Blowout will put them up at like a crazy number, and then you got to wait a little while for them to come back down to earth. I will be doing 1 or 2 archive boxes of Twin Peaks again. And then that should finish me off on ever doing Twin Peaks. Tried my damnedest. I had 10 cases of Twin Peaks and I couldn't pull Lynch or Duchovny individual autographs. For the Discovery Archive, I have no idea if that price is in reality or not. Like I said, I don't know how much these autographs are going to go for to even gauge a price. How do we do? What do we get? What do we get? Dwayne Murphy. And Sarah Middich. That's a double. We got her early on in this case, if I remember correctly. 6,000 boxes, so 500 cases. How many of them are there on eBay right now, or just in general? Like if you're able to gauge how much of this has been broken so far, all those early people. And then also, is there that Hey You on there also, like on ours? Are there inscriptions on the other ones? Okay. So she did it on all of them. Oh well. Just in general or on the greens? Well, I guess you'll be able to tell when you see the actual images when I scan them, if they look faded. So, EJ, do you have any good card gossip you're willing to share? You usually have some good information you tell me at the shows. Are you still too busy at work so you haven't had a chance? That's funny because just a few posts ago, Chris bought one for the same amount. We got him in the first case, Patrick Kwok-Choon. And I think we got this one in the first case too. Or no, I think we got a full bleed version. Conrad Coates. Topps gossip, is it along the lines of, I can't believe these people keep buying all this Star Wars? Or, since Stellar 2 was such a success, we have to make Stellar 3. You know, Stellar 2, there hasn't been all that much opened of it, but I don't think I've seen any of the one-of-one Harrison Fords in Stellar 2 either. Or, you think you're going to be going to the Philly show in May, EJ? I kind of figure that. Even Stellar 2. I'm actually going to set up this year. I just got so much little crap. My desk just gets so cluttered. I'm going to see what I can, see if I can at least unload this stuff, and I'm going to try and do a break there. I got to see if logistically I can get it to work right. But I wanted to talk to you because I just started a Facebook group for breaks and mail stuff because a couple of people have asked me to run. They wanted me to break stuff the Blowout doesn't sell, so I figured if I ever do get a chance to do that, I need some place to run it. So I figured that group was as good as any. So I might be looking towards you for some of that goody clearance stuff that you seem to grab onto. This is our last chance at a good autograph. I knocked the card off of this one. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's not a good autograph, the one that we have there. Where's this last autograph hiding? I think this is it here. This pack feels thin. Nothing special. Yes, we did. It was M4. I will show it in the recap in just a moment. Began with an S, whatever the character name is. Septims or something like that. Alright, we're going to limp out of this one. So this is a different image from the first case, I think. Sam Bartholomeos. And gotta have another Chris Obi, I mean. Oh, Stamets. That's what it was. It's our mirror card. Here's the other side of it. Alright, so we got our 3 relics. All 3 of them, actually I shouldn't say that. 2 of them are the plain patch version, or plain material, which was the 25% chance. Then we also got RC12, which there's only one version of that one. So I don't know how rare or not rare that one is compared to anything else. Autographs, we did better than we did in the first case. So I'm just going to separate these by bordered and not bordered. And okay. So our bordered: Jeremy Crittenden, Terry Serpico, Rekha Sharma, David Benjamin Tomlinson, Conrad Coates. We got 2 duels, the same duel we got in the first case, the Mary Chifo and the Shazad Latif. But then we also got Jason Isaacs and Jane Brooke. Patrick Kwok-Chun, Dwayne Murphy, Sarah Middich. And I thought we got her early on in the case. Yep, there's Sarah Middich, number 2. There's Bonnie Morgan and Bonnie Morgan, 1 and 2. We got them in back-to-back boxes. Here's Rekha Sharma in a full bleed. Harry Judge, number 1. And I thought, nope, only had 1 Harry Judge. I thought we had 2. Here's Chris Obi, number 1. There's Chris Obi, number 2. Terry Serpico, full bleed. Doug Jones. There's this Malik Pancholi. David Benjamin Tomlinson. Ronnie Rowe Jr., which I think is one of the better ones to get. I thought somebody said that when we were opening up the first case. Sam Bartholomeos. And then we end with Rainn Wilson. So that'll do it for our 2-case break of Star Trek Discovery. I will try and get some of the scans done in the morning before I go to work. My son has practice on Thursday, so I will not be home. So whatever I don't get done, I'll get done late tomorrow night, like 10, 11 o'clock Eastern time. And I've got plenty of card sorting to do to make sure you guys have your sets. Besides that, that's about it. If you're interested in having me run a break of anything, please go on the Blowout Cards, post it in my iFish73 thread, and we can talk about it and see if we can come up with a break that everybody wants to do and we all have fun with. Besides that, be on the lookout for my other breaks that I'm filling or about to do. Again, do a search under my name and you'll find all the stuff that's going on, all the good non-sports, and even some soccer that's going to be coming up. We're going to be doing another soccer break soon. So be on the lookout. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next break.